Understanding women and increasing your dating success starts with Donovan Sharp's massive collection of award-winning books and courses. Get off to a fast start and jumpstart your masculine renaissance with the 49 Laws of Sharp. The 49 Laws of Sharp is the perfect quick start guide for any man new to this community looking for the answers that keep them up at night after a bad experience with a woman. So many men ask themselves, why did she cheat? How could I not see this coming? Why did I miss the signs? And how can I avoid this in the future? The 49 Laws of Sharp will answer these questions and many more. This will give you a rock-solid foundation upon which to build, develop, and cultivate your newfound identity, and put you miles ahead of your competition. Most men have never had access to this valuable information, let alone understand and apply it. But the 49 Laws of Sharp will give you an unfair advantage over men and women. This treasure trove of valuable knowledge is available in audio, video, ebook, and paperback. Next, supplement your newly acquired foundational knowledge, supercharge your dating life with Donovan's 25-hour course, How to Master the Game. How to Master the Game will teach you the ins and outs of the player life, overcoming approach anxiety, identifying women who you want to approach, text game, first date principles and logistics, avoiding the friend zone, and so much more will be covered extensively. Also included are the bonus podcasts that will cover how to dress, Tinder game, and much more. Put simply, How to Master the Game will turn you into a stone-cold assassin with the ladies. Available in video and audio format. If you're not the kind of guy who wants to live the bachelor life, or you've had your fill of the player life and are looking for something a little more fulfilling, How to Build a Quality Woman from the Ground Up is a must. Donovan's 5-part, 7-hour audio course will show you step-by-step how to find, cultivate, and sustain a solid, healthy relationship. Everything from selecting the right woman, to coaching and correction, to what to do between the sheets. How to Build a Quality Woman from the Ground Up will guide you through the entire process of building the kind of woman you want and need. The strategies and techniques in this course are exactly what Donovan does in his own relationship to this day. And he is living proof that women can be beneficial to men provided they have the right instruction. And finally, the ultimate weapon all men are looking for in terms of being able to read and understand women, Donovan Sharp's revolutionary, one-of-a-kind course that has been called the Cheat Code, Womanese. Womanese is the first and only course of its kind that gives men the raw and honest truth about what women really mean when they communicate verbally. Womanese translates female communication with shocking accuracy and has changed the dating lives and relationships of men the world over. So many men have avoided disaster because of the preciseness and sheer volume of material in this course, which contains over 600 translations. How cool would it be to be able to see through a woman's BS and act accordingly right then and there, rather than getting blindsided when it's too late? What would it be like to have the ability to read a woman like a book based only on what she says? These abilities will be at your disposal with Womanese. Women won't be able to lie to you, cheat on you, deceive you, or take advantage of you. The time and money you'll save pays for the course almost immediately. Womanese is available in video, audio, ebook, and paperback format and can be purchased one volume at a time or all at once. Men in his community often state that the best investment a man can make is in himself. Donovan's extensive educational materials will take your life to the next level. And the only place you can get this life-changing knowledge is tsracademy.com. Link in description.
There we go. Sound check, sound check. 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, go ahead.
Sound check, sound check.
Supposed to go 1, 2, 1, 2.
5, 6, 7, 8.
1, 2, 1, 2. All right, hang on.
She belongs to the streets.
Yes, sir. Wait, hold up. The remix.
She belongs to the streets.
She belongs to the streets.
Ignorant.
Ignorant.
The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
Yes, sir. Tell him something, Leak. Tell him something, Leak. Oh, here we go. Yes, sir. Shout out to Pearl Davis.
I can't hear the song.
I know. I played the Night Raider track. All right, we're ready. A woman never belongs to you. It's just your turn. You lost your edge, she lost attraction for you. That's how it works. What'd you think she was gonna do? Tell you she cheated? Men cannot afford to get complacent in relationships. Get your fat ass off the couch, start lifting weights, and learn game. You're welcome.
And now your man,
Donovan Sharp.
What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharp, and welcome to the special edition of TSR Live. TSR Live at 5, your daily dose. Wait a minute. Hold up. Let me make sure I get them all. Your daily dose of toxic masculinity, misogyny, sexism, discrimination, and hate speech. That's right, I said hate speech. It is Wednesday, May the 26th of 2022. It is good to have you guys in here today. As always, we are streaming live simultaneously to Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, DLive, Rumble, and of course, in crystal clear high-resolution 4K 2 Sharp stream, which can be downloaded for free on Android or iOS. So however you are watching, wherever you're watching from, thank you for making the Sharp Reality Live a part of your daily routine. I, of course, am your host, Donovan Sharp. I am joined, as always, by the lovely and talented Devin. Listen, Dev, I'd ask you how you were doing, but I think I already know the answer. How are you doing?
I'm really good. I am glad that the CME is over.
Yes.
I'm happy to try to put my house back together now.
Yes. Our house is an absolute dumpster fire. There are all kinds of, I mean, dude, it's a wreck. It's a wreck. We've got cats running around. Walter, for whatever reason, has forgotten how to use the litter box, so we're gonna have to figure something out with that. Hey, you know what? Listen, hashtag first world problems. It is what it is. So the CME Dev was a rousing success. And listen, man, we worked very, very hard on planning this event. We put in a shit ton of sweat equity. And, you know, when you work hard, you expect good results. But this CME was so much better than even I thought it would be. Everything, and we did more hands-on work.
Right.
But it still was better. Like, talk to me about your experience at the CME.
I actually really liked the smaller venue.
Okay.
Because I didn't have to walk 4 miles from the hotel room to the conference area in heels. But no, I really enjoyed meeting Pearl and Allie.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, kind of having that female camaraderie there, which was new for me. And, you know, just meeting, met a couple of our moderators.
Yeah, that was cool.
Dre Raven and King Life. And just good to see some familiar faces again, too. And, of course, all the speakers, it was like meeting old friends again.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
It was a good time. I'm surprised that it went so well, even though we were smaller. Everything was scaled down a little bit, even with our production staff and stuff. But I mean, everyone was there to make it a success. So, and it was. You said the VIP event was awesome.
Oh my God.
I don't drink or smoke, so I, didn't go to that. But the Feast of Champions, the dinner was really fun. Oh,
that was awesome. That was all kinds of cool.
The food was good. It was right there on the Miami River, and yachts going by with girls in bikinis dancing, and I mean, it was the perfect Saturday night in Miami. So. It was great. I couldn't ask for more, and I think that we learned a lot going forward to make the next one even better.
Yeah, interestingly enough, at the Feast of Champions went very, very well, except for the fact your boy had to kick out a couple of hoes. Your boy, hold on, I'm OCD like this. Speaking of which, we got to finish watching the Lincoln Lair. Your boy had to kick out a couple of Miami hoes. So, and we'll get into today's topics here, guys. We just need to do some housekeeping. Originally, I had planned to really not do anything for a week.
Right.
But Allie went viral. Pearl has gone viral with her. So I said, you know what, man? I'm already itching, to do a live stream. And so here we are. And of course, we match in red. So we get to the Feast of Champions, which was, dude, the food was unbelievable. The scenery was awesome. It was hot. It was humid. Didn't care. It was at night. We had a nice breeze. It was really, really nice. So I'm walking, and I'm getting ready to pick me up, I don't know, maybe some barbecue chicken, and I run into a couple of women who aren't you, or Pearl, or Allie, or Janelle. And I'm like, well, wait a minute, I said, who are you? And they tried to walk by me, and I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Mm-hmm. I said, who the fuck are you? They said, why? I said, this is my party, and I don't recognize you. She's like, oh, well, we're here with Mike. I said, my name is not Mike. I said, point me, and I had no idea who Mike was at the time. There are a lot of attendees, et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
So I'm like, yeah, take me to Mike. So they took me to Mike, and I'm like, yo, Mike, get these girls the fuck out of here. And so one of the girls was like, okay, well, we're going to go this way. I'm like, no, you're not going that way. You're going down that way. You guys are getting the fuck out of my, listen, man, I didn't pay a shit ton of money for my guys to be crashed by a couple of Miami hoes who think they can just go wherever they want to because they're less than a size 16. I was heated.
You were.
I was absolutely fucking heated. What do you think of that situation? Because you were there. You had a front row seat.
You know, it was funny because I saw the girls posing in front of like the waterway. And
the
stuff,
common
and taking
area.
Pictures and stuff and doing the, bent over booty, looking from behind kind of thing. And I just thought they were, just with the restaurant. But when they started coming through our space, I didn't realize that they were with someone who was supposed to be there. So I was a little surprised, like when you buy a ticket to a men's conference and there are, special events that go only for ticket holders, and it was expressed the dinner's for ticket holders. You kind of get what you ask for when it comes to that.
Well, I'll put it to you this way. The guy who is I'm now identified as Mike, he actually approached me right before we got into the Uber to ride over to the Panorama Tower to film the Justice League Fresh and Fit.
Right.
And he said, and he actually approached me before the cigar bar event, right? He approached me before the cigar bar event and said, hey, man, I haven't, we don't have tickets to the cigar bar event. Can I pay you cash to go? I was like, yeah, whatever, no problem. I ended up giving away, he paid me $500 in cash. I gave $200 to Byron. And shout out to Byron at the Empire Cigar Bar in Miami. I tipped Byron $200. I gave a homeless guy in Miami $100.
What?
Yeah. I walked right. He said, "Hey, brother, you got any money?" I was like, I didn't even say it. I was like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and give him $100.
I thought you don't give money to homeless people.
I don't know. I just whatever. Just don't tell anybody.
You didn't give me $100.
Well, I gave you $200 for your makeup lady. So that's where the 500 went.
Right.
200 to Byron, 100 to the homeless man. I'll call him Wendell because he looked like a Wendell. And 200 to your makeup lady who did a fantastic job. And so I had no problem with that. So then the very next day, it's like, hey man, I got a couple of girls, want to come to the Feast of Champions. Is there any way I can do it? I was like, I didn't give him a definitive answer, but I most certainly did not tell him yes.
Right.
Had he asked me, hey man, I got a couple of guys who are in town, I'd like them to come to the Feast of Champions, I would have no problem with that.
Right.
No problem with that at all.
Was he trying to show off?
Yeah, I think that's what it was. He was like, yeah, this is my party and blah, 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 blah. And that's why I checked his ass. I was like, get these fucking bitches out of here. So, I didn't see him again. I didn't see him for the rest of the night. I didn't see him the next day. He vamoosed. He disappeared. So then I walked into the restaurant and and shout out to Jasmine. Jasmine at the American Social Club. She did a bang up job.
Yeah, she did.
I grabbed her and two other dudes. I was like, yo, I got fucking civilians walking in here. Like, this is just a common area, man. Like, I didn't pay you guys $3,700 for this dinner plus tax and tip to just be having these Miami hoes walking in through here. We didn't have a problem. We did not have a problem after that. So, yes, there was
I am not feeding them.
No, fuck that. And the girl was like, no, we're not going to eat anything. I was like, you're goddamn right you're not. So, anyway, that was people got to see up close and personal that I am who I say I am.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not just, a lot of guys, man, like, again, Steve the Dean Williams, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. He's a bitch made play hating ass nigga who is a house husband. That's not me. That's never going to be me. And I showed everybody as a look, man, yeah, my chili gets running hot. I'll do what I have to do and say whatever I have to say to people.
You reminded me of my uncles that used to make me feel really stupid whenever they would yell at me. And I'd put my tail between my legs and go hide for the rest of the day. That's
yeah.
Kind
of how that
triggered my childhood memories.
Yes. But all in all, that was really, to be honest with you, that was the only hiccup. That was the only incident. And it was completely done after that. By the way, guys, the CME speeches will be on sale. What is today? Wednesday? The CME speeches will be on sale either tomorrow or Friday.
Right.
And we're gonna give you when you purchase the CME the CME speeches, we're gonna give you a crap load of bonuses along with it, like we always do with all of our CME related products. So don't worry, we are processing and editing those CME speeches now. I wanted to make sure to get them out as soon as possible so that people could enjoy them, taking advantage of the proximity and everything like that.
Yes, and I want to make it clear, people who attended the event and the virtual ticket holders will have free access to the speeches forever, not just for 30 days. So we're setting it up now, and just watch your email.
Yep.
You'll get notification on how to access everything.
That is why she is the lovely and talented Devin. Couple more things before we get started here. So I've kind of been flexing a little bit. I don't want to say flexing. I've kind of been, trolling, flexing. I don't know if you want to call it that, but I'm going to show you guys, in case you guys haven't seen it. I don't know why my internet connection is. The fuck's up with the internet? Like, my internet runs well, like, all the time. What's up with this old school AOL dial-up connection? What is this? Like, what's happening? I don't know. Maybe my channel got taken. Oh, no, it's still there. You never know. For all.
Don't
listen,
blink.
You know what I mean? And so let me go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and show you guys exactly what I am talking about here. So on your screen is a scoreboard. On your screen is a scoreboard, and there are a lot of guys in my comments section, as far as my Instagram. I don't really look at my Instagram comments too much, but every once in a while, I will sort of dilly-dally if I'm responding to people, and people were like, oh, this is a bad look. You should be humble. You should take your victory lap and blah, 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 blah. And to that, I say, no, not a chance. Not a chance. Guys, what you guys have to understand is that this man, okay, this man has, this isn't just petty criticism. A lot of internet beefs are just guys going back and forth. Petty criticism, your mom is fat, your girlfriend's this. I don't care about that. But this man has doxed me. He has attempted to extort me for $10,000 by either himself or someone he is associated with, impersonating a lawyer. He has tried to sabotage both of my events. He has mass reported my channel. He has gotten my Twitter taken down. He's got my PayPal deleted permanently. Let's see, what else has he done? I actually have to put a list of all this stuff on there because I can't remember. And he attempted to get all three of my payment processors taken down.
Stripe, Teachable.
Yep, and Kajabi.
Yeah.
Yep, Stripe, Teachable, and Kajabi. Look, here's the deal, guys. You can say whatever you want. I'm gonna handle this the way I handle this. Fuck all that humility stuff. Guys like the gentleman I'm talking about doesn't respond to inaction. I tried to do the right thing when he put out that hit piece about me and didn't say anything about it. The more I remained silent, the more he escalated, all the way to the point to where he sabotaged the first event. I had to find another venue after I had shot. That was our first venue. Our first event was our second choice of venue. Mm-hmm. That was because of him. He is not going to stop.
Yep, we had to fly out to Vegas 3 weeks before the event to find a backup.
Yeah, with tickets and rooms and all that. That was another $3,500. And so when I'm successful, I'm gonna dunk on this motherfucker anytime I get. I'm gonna fucking dunk on him. I'm gonna fucking troll his ass. I don't give a fuck. Oh, that's not professional, blah, blah, blah. Look, man, check this out. I'm as professional as they come. I got the biggest names in the manosphere in one place at one time. That's all there is to it, man. Yeah. I'm not Tony Robbins. I'm not the president. I'm not, listen, I'm never going to be anyone's no one is mistaking me for professionalism. Fuck that. If you want to call me immature for that, maybe this is a little bit immature. I will admit that. But guess what, man? guess what? This man has literally tried to destroy my business. So when I'm successful in the face of all of his feeble attempts at getting me canceled, yeah, you better fucking believe I'm going to take some victory laps. So all you motherfuckers, oh, this is petty. There is nothing petty about a man actively trying to destroy your business. Speaking of which, Crypto Oasis. Crypto Oasis is coming back. That is right. Charlie and Miguel and I are going to we're going to reboot Crypto Oasis. You can see Devin is a little bit worried. Don't worry, I'm not going to do it on this main channel. But the reason I'm not going to do it on this main channel has nothing to do with the obvious. It actually has to do with the algorithm. This is something that the late great Kevin Samuels told me when I was doing my deadlift videos. He's like, look, you can't really do that because you're kind of your YouTube thinks you're one thing, and if you're doing another, it kind of messes up the algorithm.
Off-brand. It's confusing because with the way algorithms work. Especially with content, is you want to become what's known as like a master of a topic. And when you start throwing in lemons with apples,
yes,
it kind of gets it's confusing, and then it drops down your whole relevancy score.
Yes, absolutely. And of course, I'm not trying to do that. And so so that will air on every platform except for this one. It will air on my backup channel, Donovan Sharp, etc., which is exactly what that's for. I don't know when we're going to start that. I'm thinking that it's probably going to be sometime next week. But stay tuned for that. Crypto Oasis is coming back. It was great to meet Miguel for the very first time.
Yeah.
What was the most surprising thing about Miguel was how
He's
large.
huge.
He's huge.
Dude.
I thought he was this 5'6" little
Asian guy?
Mexican guy, but
Oh,
no.
Mexican guy.
Dude, he is every bit of 6 foot. Dude, he is every bit of 6'3". He's probably 260, 265. I was like, holy shit, man.
Yeah, full bodied too.
Dude, that's a big dude. But I'll tell you what, he was wearing some fly ass motherfucking shoes, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Life has been good to Miguel.
He was dressed good.
He was, man. So he pretty much dressed like a Colombian drug lord the entire time.
Well, so did you.
I like that. Well, you know, it is
When
what
in
it is.
Miami.
Yeah, right. When in Miami, when in Rome. We are going to talk about Ali the Assassin a little bit later on. The phone lines will be open. That's right. The phone lines will be open. Let me shout out these super chats here before we get started. Karen Cooper with the $5 super chat says, just want to let you know, I love your show, Donovan. Kind of wish I could say that you are wrong most of the time, but I can't. Join the club.
Yes.
King Life says the CME was fire, and thanks for the applause. That's right. I gave King Life a standing ovation, just like I did with BK from the Rockies. King Life, one of the original TSR OGs. Miami J was actually in the house as well.
Yes, he was.
So a lot of guys got to see him. Karen Cooper, $2 says, how can I become a member? She actually eventually figured out because I did see that she
dropped
became
the
a
link
member.
in the chat for
Okay,
her.
very good. Johnny Green says, you'll catch me at the next CME. Count on that. I appreciate that, Johnny Green. And now, a shout out to Karen Cooper. Oops. Wait a minute. Hold up. All right, here we go. There we go. Shout out to Karen Cooper. Welcome to Chat Privileges. At Karen Cooper to welcome her to the TSR family. King Life with the $5 super chat says the CME was a success. The speakers were incredible, and DS is the real deal. I appreciate that very, very much, King Life. Dre Raven with the $5 super chat says the CME was fantastic. It was great meeting everyone. Donovan and the speakers are just like they are online. Can't wait until the CME3. Yeah, I can't wait for that either.
I can. Give me like a couple days just to
I was already talking about doing another. I was already. Yeah, this is how I kind of do this. Yeah. Slambright says I'd respect a beta male orbiter who pumped it off to Belle Delphine's dirty bathwater before I ever consider calling a man, much less RP. Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. It's interesting. The more the more times I dunk on this idiot, like the less upset I am with him. You know.
Not me.
Still pretty pissed.
Yeah.
I'm not. But I'm still gonna bury his ass in court. If he thinks that just because I'm 2-0 against his punk ass, this does not mean that the legal proceedings are going away. We're gonna open up the phone lines later, but before we talk about Ali the Assassin, we got a couple of stories here. This one was something that you found on Yahoo News. Steelers quarterback tragic death suddenly reminds us of the sad loss of another promising athlete in Miami. That's interesting.
Yeah, we were discussing this when we were in Miami. How his name was it Jose Fernandez?
Jose Fernandez.
Yeah.
Yep. Jose Fernandez. Yep.
Yeah. It's just weird that we were comparing these two, and now there's an article about it 3 days later.
This is why this is the difference between people who know sports and people who don't. Dwayne Haskins was not a promising young athlete. He set record. Dude, he threw 50 touchdowns at Ohio State. He was the number 15. He was a first-round draft pick by the Washington Redskins.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck. I will still call them the Washington Redskins. Well, they're the Guardians now, or the Commanders. Jesus Christ.
Doesn't it sound like a brand of condoms?
The Washington Commanders. Yes. Anyway. But Dwayne Haskins proved to be very immature and not really ready for the spotlight. So it says, sadly, a toxicology report on Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback Dwayne Haskins released this week shows that Haskins died like other promising young athletes, celebrities, and everyday people. Bad judgment and South Florida party central. The report essentially fills in the blanks about the April 9th incident on Interstate 595 in Broward County, which took Haskins' life and connects him to the death of a local star athlete 6 years ago. Haskins was in Miami training to fight for the starting job left open by the retirement of star quarterback Ben Roethlisberger. After a night of dining and drinking, Haskins ran out of gas on westbound I-595, just west of I-95. It was 6:30 a.m., the end of many such evenings, which ended uneventfully enough. The toxicology report found Haskins' alcohol levels were 0.2 and 0.24 from two separate samples. 0.08 is the legal limit, am I right?
Yes.
So he was 3 times over the legal limit and driving.
Well, at least he only ran out of gas.
Jesus.
Right?
I can't even imagine. In Florida, drivers considered to be driving under the influence with a blood alcohol content of 0.08 or more. Okay. A urine sample also came back positive for ketamine and norketamine, which is found in the body after ketamine, an antidepressant, is metabolized. In his impaired state, Haskins left his car to look for a gas station near the busy interstate just before sunrise. Drivers reported seeing Haskins waving cars down while on the shoulder of the westbound side of the interstate, the report says. Since apparently no one stopped, Haskins must have left the shoulder, maybe tried to cross the road. Listen, man, ain't nobody gonna pick up a 6'4", 235-pound black man on the interstate waving his arms. Oh, no.
And I'm familiar with this area too. When I first heard about this, I'm like, why was he walking on this, this highway, this interstate? I mean, you know what you do? It's like it's 5 to 6 lanes wide, like on both sides. Like it's a very busy. There's overpasses everywhere. Right. Like it's not a place to get out of your car and seek help. It's a place where you pull over, stay in your car, and call. So I don't really understand. He was drunk, I guess.
According to the Florida Highway Patrol, he was hit first by a dump truck and then by the driver of a Subaru Outback. Jesus Christ, he got hit twice. Such a horrible miscalculation that cost him his life. Now, it says Fernandez dies. Haskins' death reminds us of that of Miami Marlins popular pitcher Jose Fernandez. He was also 24 when he died. When he died in a horrific boating accident in Miami Beach in the early hours of September 5th, 2016. Fernandez, too, after a night of drinking on the water, slammed his 32-foot boat into the rock jetties of the government cut, killing himself and 2 other men. At the time, national radio sportscaster Dan Le Batard said that the league lost its most exciting pitcher in baseball. He was right. Really? Jose Fernandez, and this is interesting, what's tragic about this is that the All-Star game was in Miami that year, 2 months ago in July. Jose Fernandez started the All-Star game for the Marlins in Miami. He went 2 innings, struck out 5 hitters. I mean, he was the toast of the town. Dude, fastball topped out at 98 miles an hour, wicked slider, devastating 12-6 curveball. He could change speeds, angles. He was, I mean, dude, he had a Hall of Fame talent. But this is just how it is. In Cuban-born pitching ace who had been named Rookie of the Year in 2013, Fernandez was on the cusp of becoming a major league star and of signing a multi-million-dollar contracts. It all died with his bad judgment. Fernandez Toxicology also reported that Fernandez Toxicology report also revealed that he had cocaine in his system and was legally drunk with a blood alcohol content of 0.147, nearly twice the legal limit. He had been looking for friends and players to party with the night he died. The most gruesome part about that was that his body they said that he was going so fast and hit the rock so hard, it literally made his body into pudding. Yeah. Like they could not, they were like washing him off of the rocks. It was that bad. Okay, let's move on to the next story here. Yes. LeBron James' 17-year-old son, Bronny, is trolled with vile racist abuse for taking a white girl to his high school prom after sharing photos of the couple heading to the event in a custom $326,000 Mercedes. Oh boy. LeBron Raymond James Jr., the eldest son of the basketball legend, shared a series of images of himself and his prom date on Instagram on Wednesday, prompting a bitter backlash and racist criticism from trolls who made cruel comments about his choice of companion for the evening. Bronny attended the high school dance this past weekend with one of his classmates, teenager Peyton Gelfuso. However, some people on the internet were not happy with his decision to take someone who isn't, quote, light-skinned to the prom, and soon social media was flooded with a slew of nasty comments about the pairing. Not a light-skinned woman already, one person wrote, while another added, "Welp, on the bright side, LeBron has more kids, maybe they'll do better." So there is Bronny with his fair-skinned companion. You think he's smashing her?
Of course.
Of course he's smashing her. You better believe he's smashing her. Yep.
She's dressed like a stripper, though.
Stop it, Dev. Stop hating. Wow, look at that Benz.
That's cool.
Woo!
Nice.
Wow. He's going to be the number 1 overall pick in the NBA draft when he's eligible.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yes. And the word on the street is that LeBron James is going to try to play long enough to be able to play with his son.
That would be cool.
That would be cool as hell. That girl is whiter than white, bruh, said someone else. A fourth tweet added, should have got a black queen like his dad with an angry face emoji. Lost another black king to a money-hungry white girl. A different Twitter user tweeted, Bron gotta do better. Someone else branded her a, quote, gold digger, quoting lyrics from the song Gold Digger by Kanye West, while others simply shared gifs and memes showcasing their disappointment in his choice of date. Other people defended the budding basketball star, with one writing, Bronny James really has grown adults in shambles over the fact he took a white girl to the prom. Anybody that's mad at Bronny's prom date, you are part of the problem in today's society, agreed someone else. Another Twitter user added, bunch of hating bleep mofos in this thread. The kid will most likely play in the NBA with his legendary dad and make millions in salary and endorsements. He can go to prom with whoever the fuck he wants, and the rest of us can't do shit about it regardless of our opinions. STFU already. What are your thoughts? I mean, I don't really know what more can be said that hasn't already been said.
Yeah, man, like we want to end the racial arguments in this country as far as, people being prejudiced or bigoted, and it's coming from both sides. I mean, if he wants to date a white girl, he dates a white girl. Who cares? Like, 17 years old, dude. Like,
yeah, like the same people who are chastising Bronny James of taking a white girl to the prom are the same people who celebrated the death of Kevin Samuels.
Yeah.
Seriously, they can all go fuck themselves.
Yeah.
Why, dude, honestly, why am I going to fuck with a group of women who is, and again, Kobe Bryant was one of LeBron's best friends. These same black women cheered the death of Kobe Bryant. No, fuck that. Sorry. Listen, man, black women are done. They're out. They're done. I did a show on it. It's over. They're done.
Yeah, man.
Any black man who fucks with a black woman, dude, like at some point you're gonna have to get off that plantation. You're gonna have to get off that narcotic. I'll give you the last word.
I just think it's ugly behavior by people, and men, women, white, black, doesn't matter. Let's be good to each other.
I don't give a fuck. Quit fucking with these German Shepherds, y'all. Devin's gonna be politically correct because she's white. I'm not. Quit fucking with these German Shepherds, y'all. Real talk. Jesus. Pardon me. What is Feral Girl Summer? Hoda and Jenna explain the TikTok trend. Feral Girl Summer.
Feral Girl Summer.
So what is Feral Girl Summer, Dev?
I think, from my estimation, Feral Girl Summer is doing what you want, when you want, how you want, with no F's given. Like, no apologies. I don't want to brush my hair today. I don't want to brush my teeth today. I'm going to look hot however I want. I'm going to go, drink 7 days a week and quit my job and dress up like a teddy bear, and everyone has to love it.
Yeah, I think you're wrong. I think Feral Girl Summer is just girls giving themselves permission to be hoes, just like Hot Girl Summer.
Like they need permission.
I mean, the reason they need permission is because they know it makes them look like hoes. Hot Girl Summer, wild, free, and ready for fun. The idea of Feral Girl Summer, the article starts, has become an online sensation and recently came up on Today when asked by Samantha Guthrie if she would be taking part in Hot Girl Summer. Rebel Wilson brought up Feral Girl Summer instead. I heard this thing called Feral Girl Summer, Wilson remarked. It's when you don't care. Think of Feral Girl Summer as the vibe for the upcoming summer season. It's a response to the concept of Hot Girl Summer, a term coined by Megan Thee Stallion in the 2019 song of the same name. Coinciding with widespread vaccination, 2021's Hot Girl Summer was meant to be all about fun and looking good while doing so. This summer's theme, however, is a bit more chaotic. Likely, the first thing that comes to mind upon hearing the word feral is the crazed raccoon rifling through your trash cans, or the stray cat that escapes the heat by holding up beneath your car in the summer. But on social media platforms like Instagram and TikTok, the term refers to embracing of a carefree summer lifestyle. That said, rat imagery is often used to evoke the feral lifestyle, so wildlife is never far away. Below, we'll take a deep dive into the feral girl lifestyle and answer all of those questions you're too embarrassed to ask the Zoomers in your life. So what is a feral girl? Well, my body is a temple on weekdays and a watering hole for vodka sodas on the weekend. There you go. You see? That vodka sodas. If her body is a watering hole for vodka sodas and protein shakes. That's what this is. If a girl drinks, any vice a girl has leads to sex. If she drinks a lot, she fucks a lot. Mm-hmm. If she smokes weed a lot, she fucks a lot. If she does drugs a lot, she fucks a lot. If she cries a lot, she fucks a lot. If she's a cutter, she fucks. If she overeats, she fucks. It doesn't matter. Yeah. Any vice a girl has always leads to sex. What's your thoughts on? Well, I mean,
any lack of self-discipline is going to manifest in the easiest ways possible. So if you don't have discipline and you're, going out to bars, you're going to drink every night. If you don't have discipline and you're addicted to validation and attention, you're going to get D'd down every night, as much as you want. But Jesus. This is just another reason to behave badly.
Yep, there you go. To be, quote, feral is to go against the exception to be more, Jesus, I can't read today. To go against the expectation to be more organized and more optimized, or strive for a clean lifestyle. As this TikToker put it, I will never wake up at 5 a.m. to drink green juices and be hyper-organized. I will instead be in 4 a.m. Reddit holes, Diet Coke first thing in the morning. It's like a more energized version of Goblin Mode.
She'll look really, really good when she reaches 39.
Yeah, totally. I would totally hit that. Listen, I think you're right. You're a little bit more righter than I was. Yeah, it's just more bad behavior. And now there's a name for it.
It's like, at least with Hot Girl Summer, like they're at least dressing up. They want to look good. They're getting their bodies right, Feral Girl Summer just sounds like everyone just stopped caring.
Well, Hot Girl Summer was basically being a hot hoe. It sounds like Feral Girl Summer is being a fat, stinky hoe.
Sloppy one,
Yep,
yeah.
a sloppy hoe. Yep, that's what it is. Listen, I like sloppy joes. I do not like sloppy hoes.
Oh, God.
Let us continue. An offline boyfriend can be great, and here's why everyone should date one. Earlier this year, the concept of an offline boyfriend became popular on, not surprisingly, TikTok. TikTok is quickly becoming sort of the cesspool of humanity.
Quickly, it's always been the cesspool. It's like where the mentally ill people go to feel a community, I think.
Jesus Christ. The trend, which saw women posting videos about the virtues of having a partner who isn't active on social media, has gained over 84 billion views so far through the hashtag, quote, hashtag offline boyfriend. Most of the conversation started after model Bella Hadid opened up about it in an interview with Vogue. This video by ID Magazine is actually pretty enlightening if you're looking to find out more. TikTok wasn't the only place social media users gushed about having an offline partner. Twitter users, too, were passionate about the idea. For avid social media users, Instagram is my absolute vice. No shit. By the way, we need to watch that Addicted to the Digital thing.
Oh, it's like a new.
Yeah.
It's like a new series from the Intervention people
Yes.
about addicted to.
Yeah, we got to watch that tonight. That and Lincoln
I don't
Lawyer.
think it's out yet. I think it comes out in June.
I thought it came out Monday.
No, it's a new series.
Oh, that sucks. All right, looks like Lincoln Lawyer it is.
Good.
For avid social media users, looking someone up on a platform is commonplace. Knowing people want to do this, dating apps like Tinder and Bumble have integrations that allow users a chance to link their social accounts, and even Spotify. In the past, when I was dating casually, this was important to me. When I was dating casually, translation, sleeping around. I, like most women, pride myself at having exceptional research skills. By research, I mean stalking. And by stalking, I mean finding out everything I can about this person I'm about to meet. That's fair.
Par for the course.
As long as they have an internet presence, I had some information about it. Recently, though, like the women on TikTok, I started appreciating the idea of having an offline boyfriend. There's just something so attractive about a partner that doesn't feel the need to post their entire life online and doesn't care about pop culture all too much. For almost a year now, I've been dating an offline boyfriend. Mark knows almost nothing about social media. Instead, he uses Instagram to keep up with me and our friends. Most of the time, Mark is on Reddit and other forums. He has hobbies too. He plays games, goes road cycling, and loves watching videos on YouTube. The one major time Mark used Instagram was when he posted a picture of our engagement on his stories and saved it as a highlight. That's right, guys. I didn't even make it to the actual grid.
I don't even know what that means.
I don't even know what that means either. But I'm always online. Mark has to remind me to get off my phone and be in the moment whenever we're spending time together. You're shaking your head, Dev. What's the problem?
Where's the offline girlfriend? Like, this is just so stupid. Most of the guys aren't addicted to social media.
Yep.
And so, a guy who doesn't have Instagram is no big deal. I mean, but why would she appreciate the fact that he doesn't have social media, is kind of offline, and keeps his private life private, and doesn't feel the need to do so herself or think that he would appreciate that about her if she appreciates that about him.
Right.
Yeah, it's really stupid. There's a hashtag going out there now, hashtag offline boyfriends, and I want to see the hashtag offline girlfriends, because if this article was written the other way around, it would be completely controlling, misogynistic, and like toxic as hell.
Yes.
So what, we're not supposed to post what we're eating on social media? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yep.
So. And the fact that she had him post their engagement on social media just shows how addicted that she is to getting the validation of, oh, look, he's real. He posted a picture of us. Oh, you can't find it on his grid, but it's over here. It's just really stupid.
It's an abject disaster. Her name is Akira Kim. I guess that's who she is. But listen, Kim, I got news for you. Your boyfriend probably has an Instagram, and he's probably smashing other chicks. That's why he hasn't told you about his Instagram.
I think that the reason why women like this is because a lot of guys follow a ton of women on Instagram and social media. So they feel like they're in competition with their man who's liking all these girls' pictures.
Right.
But, so they feel as if they can take that out of the equation. So now that he's not on social media, I don't have to compete with all these 9s and 10s. He'll appreciate me for who I am. And meanwhile, I can keep trolling.
Yep. There you go. Trolling for what?
Trolling for
dick.
Man parts.
Yes, trolling for dick. Oh, this was fascinating. So Devin found this on the Reddit. This Reddit post says, I told my husband I'm not having children while we live in the United States. I made a snap decision today, she starts, and texted my husband, I'm not having children in this country. I'm shocked at my own belief in the absolute truth of the statement. My husband and I have always planned to start trying for kids when I got out of grad school. Uh-oh, hold up. There's strike one. He has always wanted kids. He talks about it nonstop. Names are picked out despite this being years on the horizon. However, with the recent Roe v. Wade news, I had a serious conversation with him about how I absolutely will not feel comfortable becoming pregnant in the state we currently live in if the law is overturned. Let me stop right there. It sounds to me like she is saying I will not have children unless Noit Robas are illegal.
First of all, yes, that's exactly what she's saying. And I like how they're a married couple, planned for years to have a family, and she just made a snap decision.
Yeah, she's a woman, and women make snap decisions like this all the time.
So let's see why. Why does she? I mean, just because the law is a law doesn't mean it's going to change. Even if Roe v. Wade is overturned, it's going to be up to the states.
Yes.
Whether they change, enact, or or don't do anything. So there's really no threat that abortion is going to be made illegal at this point. Excuse me, sorry.
That's okay. I had to explain a lot of things on why a Noit Roba may become necessary despite us wanting kids. He was uneducated about many issues, but was convinced by the end of the conversation. We even talked about him getting a vasectomy to supplement my birth control to prevent unwanted pregnancies in the meantime, and he was on board. Oh, wow. Holy hold up. No. Nope. What this dude, Nate Dogg? Dude, he nailed it.
That's what I was thinking too.
She didn't want to have his kids.
She's decided that she doesn't want to have his kids.
She does not want to have this man's children. That's what this comes down to. Mm-hmm. Wow.
So if I come up with a flimsy excuse based on current events and I post it on Reddit, I will have, it'll be real. It's not like I'm going to leave him in about 2 years because she's probably already pregnant with somebody else's baby.
She might be. JBlaze11 on the Sharpstream side says, emotional decisions like these lead us to our country being a fucking joke.
Yep.
But then today happened and I realized with utter certainty that I am not going through what so many parents went through today. I can't. It would break me. I'd rather have no children than lose a child in that way. Lose a child in what is she talking about?
I believe she's talking about the events in Texas.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, there's that excuse. I don't want to bring a child into the world because I don't. Because that's flimsy.
They might be killed. So
seriously, hey. Let's try to shield our. They might be deleted.
Deleted.
Okay.
So if I can't delete them, nobody can.
There you go. Right. So you're afraid of your kid getting deleted at school, but so you want to reserve the right to delete them before they're got it. Mm-hmm. Got it. It breaks my heart because I love this country with every fiber of my being, not its history or its laws or its people. But I love the physical country itself. I'm a huge outdoors enthusiast, and I love living in one of the most geographically diverse countries on the planet. I love the Pacific Northwest. I love the desert Southwest. I love the plains. I love the South. I love the bears and the wolves and the gators and the manatees and the bumblebee. This is ridiculous. This is stupid. But I am absolutely adamant about this. Not only do I not want to lose a child in a school deleting, I do not want my child to ever have to participate in an active pew-pew drill. I won't have it. We can stay and be childless, or we can leave it. It breaks my heart. But as we say, this is my body, my choice. This is my decision, and fuck every single rich white make that
man,
made it necessary. She can't even spell. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this to me is her. This to me is her making an excuse. I think she probably already decided that she does not want to have her husband's kids, and so she's using this as an excuse to not have her husband's kids. Hey, why don't you get a vasectomy so that we won't have any unwanted pregnancies?
Just to shore up my birth control.
Unbelievable.
How about you? You guys just use condoms to shore up the birth control that way.
Or she can just be on birth control.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ. God forbid.
Worst comes to worst, you have a child.
Yes.
It's a miracle.
Yes. Shane will win with the $20 super chat. Says the CME was great. I met amazing men who kept it real. Thank you for everything you did to improve our lives, each and every day. Appreciate that very, very much. Desmond Montgomery with the $5 super chat says, what does this AJ have against you? I followed his channel to watch the TikTok videos and saw his posts about you. What does he have against me? My event is better than his. Nobody, listen, this is what it comes down to. He had a candy store. Okay. He had a candy store on the block. I decided to build a candy store on the other side of the street. Rather than him improving his candy store, what he attempted to do is he attempted to commit arson against my candy store. He spread rumors about my candy store. He told people that the candy was poisonous. He told me that the city inspector, please don't interrupt me. He let the city, he tells everybody that the city inspector says that he's got a rat infestation. He lied about my candy store, but in so lying about my candy store, people begin to look at his candy store. We're like, well, wait a minute. This guy sure does have a lot to say about this other candy store. Let me go over here and see what all the fuss is about with this other candy store. And they found something out. I don't have a rat-infested candy store. I still have my licenses and everything is a go. What AJ does not want to do, he doesn't want to compete. And now I can see why. I understand why now he doesn't want to compete. He can't. That's his problem. Go ahead.
No, I mean, it's basically like just having all your friends leave bad Yelp and Google reviews for a restaurant that you don't like. So, yeah, it's pretty petty.
Yeah, it's petty. He falls out with everyone he works with. He falls out with, and guys are starting. Not only are the speakers starting to catch on. Attendees are starting to catch on. After his antics last spring, I think he had maybe 14 people at his little event, and so yeah, that's his problem. He can't and will never stop me. Everything is shored up. I've now done my second successful event. I'm actually thinking about doing another event on the same weekend as his event, just to put the nail in the fucking coffin. How about that? So that is his problem. And if I were him, I'd be very worried. Ostrike, $5, says, if we punish the high-value blacks for dating whites, maybe they'll date us.
Nope.
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and say that. And that brings us... Jesus. It's almost like I've got allergies. That brings us to today's topic. So, CME attendee... Allie V, aka actually she's now Allie D. She's making waves on TikTok. So there's a viral. So she has gone viral. There it is. So she has gone viral for this particular video. Actually, let me go ahead and refresh this. So Dev, give me your thoughts on what's going on with Allie.
I mean, Allie just said like it is. It's her experience. That's what she feels, and everyone's like, you're basically going to end up alone and broke.
Yep.
If you don't follow this narrative, you know, we're here to warn you because we really care.
Yeah.
Really, like, there's. I haven't read the negative comments yet.
We're going to. Let's watch the original video here.
Okay.
And I became feminine and also shocking. Submissive. So that was the secret.
So what are your tips to women that want
You
to
want
be
to put on some
housewives?
headphones?
To embrace it. It's an actual job. You just can't get it in the public or private sector. Like you need a man to hire you.
Have you watched
for
this?
it, but that's okay. If you think about it, you submit to your boss who makes you clean stupid shelves at your retail job, right? Like, wouldn't it be better if you were cleaning your own shelves at home? You know what I mean? And your boss wants to sleep with you in a good way. In a good way.
And where do you meet these men?
Oh boy.
Well, I think women should work for the men that they want to pursue. I know that sounds crazy, but it's really
Not at all.
easy. So if you think about it, like you want a lawyer, right? So then you should be a paralegal, or if you want a dentist, then you should be a dental hygienist. But these are considered, I guess, high value status professions. But I think that's a really good model that not enough women utilize, because women will bully the woman who is the secretary that marries the doctor, okay? But who has the last laugh? Like her in her McMansion with her husband who's high and the babies. Like that's who has the last laugh. So.
Okay, Allie.
Okay, yeah, she definitely. So, One thing that Allie, and you know what, we're actually going to read some of these negative comments.
Allie, show me your ring.
Just give me a second here.
Oh, here.
So the one thing she suggested, which I think is definitely sort of lost in translation, is that she says that if you want to lock down a high value man, it's probably best that you go and work for him. And a lot of our fans, a lot of our audience, they understand that one of the main reasons why our relationship appears to be solid is because you work for me. The work relationship directly correlates with our sexual and relationship.
Yes.
Do you think this is good advice that Allie's giving? Hey, listen, if you want to date a doctor, become a physician's assistant. If you want to be be with a dentist, become a hygienist. If you want to be with a lawyer, become a paralegal.
It's actually how some of the most successful relationships that I've known in my life. A lot of the bosses that I've worked for, their wives became a CPA, so that they did all of the accounting for the business.
Yep.
It saved them money, and it stretched their dollar, and they weren't partners in the business, but they each had a role. And he said something very, he was a lot older, he was like 70s, so he was like, if anything ever happens to me, because he used to have heart problems, if anything ever happens to me, she'll be able to hang a shingle and make a living on her.
What do you mean hang a shingle? Define that.
Start a business, doing her private CPA business, so that she can make a living, or keep herself busy after he's gone. So in a way, it was not only a way for them to support each other in business, but it was also a backup plan in case anything happened to him. Now, another example I have, my aunt and uncle have been working together for as long as they've been married. I think it's close to 35 years now. They each have their side of the business that they run. It's a smooth machine. Now they're close to retirement.
There you go.
And they are passing on the business to their children.
There you go.
No woman, who's 19, 20-year-old woman goes, I want to become a nurse so that I can marry a doctor. Or I want to become a hygienist so that I can marry a dentist.
Nope.
It's not in the forethought of our minds. However, if you're focusing on a career where there are top earners, you're going to be spending more time around them.
That's right.
You're going to be, engaging with them more, and the odds of, odds of finding someone is a lot of people find them at work. So I don't see why it would be a far-fetched idea.
It's interesting. These women, and we're going to read some of these comments, but these women who are, up in arms about this, they end up, when women have affairs, they don't have affairs with their coworkers. The only coworkers they have affairs with are their superiors. Women don't fuck the janitor. They don't have an affair with the guy who is laterally successful. No, they fuck the bosses. They fuck the CEOs. They fuck the COOs. They fuck the managers. That's what happens. So if you're going to have an affair, if you're going to be in a relationship with someone at work, why don't you just be in a relationship with them, right? You understand what I'm saying? So they're talking out of both sides of their mouths. Well, you should never do that, yet you're steady fucking your boss.
Right.
Caroline says, actually, up top, I'll have the last laugh as a female physician. No, you won't. You'll be a female physician, but you will not have the last laugh because you will be alone. Looks like Priya, whatever, says, or you can just become a lawyer and a dentist and hire a husband. Nope. Very good.
Yeah, that's a recipe for happiness.
Absolutely. Now, looks like, oh, look. Says, what in the 1950s? Daniela Jade says, this is not good advice. 1 in 20 people are narcissists. I wish that on No Enemy. What the fuck does that? There's so many people who call people narcissists that have no idea what they're
armchair
talking
psychiatrists out there.
Yeah, exactly. Getting Iggy with it says, I would be worried about getting fired from housewife one day and having a gap in employment. I would love to be a stay-at-home mom, but too scared to trust that much. Oh, ain't that something?
And that is the root of the problem.
Well, that's not the root of the problem. That was a false. That was an apex fallacy. Women file divorce most of the time. So
True.
This woman telling us, "Oh, I'm scared to trust." Scared to trust what?
Women are scared to trust men with their earning power. Like they're afraid to sacrifice their independence, and they're afraid to rely on a man because they know that they can just get replaced by a younger model at any point in time.
Yeah, but who files for? But no. I hear what you're saying. Who files for divorce more, men or women?
Women do.
Okay,
yes.
and who ends even casual sexual relationships more, men or women?
Women.
Who ends relationships of consequence more, men or women?
Women.
So what the fuck is she afraid of? She's that's all cap. Look, hold up. Where's my Stop the cap. Whatever. Listen, if you want to be a hoe, just say you want to be a hoe. Don't say, well, I don't want to trust a man to. No, listen, if you want to be a hoe, just say, look, I want to be a hoe. Oh, where can I find a woman like this? Oh, this is absolutely heartbreakingly sad. So, Allie, what they actually did, this is actually pretty funny what they did, what Pearl and Allie did. So she started responding to some of these. Do you want to put on some headphones?
Yes, please.
Okay, those are the headphones right down there. Actually, I'll tell you what I can do. You got it?
No.
Jeez. Oh, there goes the...
Totoro.
Yeah, there goes Totoro. We'll pick all those up later. All right, let me get you all plugged in here.
Okay, thank you.
Is this number one?
No, that's left.
Okay, well then put it in number one for me then. You're like, no, that's left. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Okay, so here is, let's listen to this. This has, now, by the way, the original video has 1.4 million views. Looks like they're getting very popular. Here we go. Oh, wait a minute. Damn it, I wish it wouldn't muted all the goddamn time.
I mean, I don't know. I get my back blown out regularly. I am fully paid for survival. I have my own autonomy. I also do my own work. So, like, I just don't see what's wrong with my situation, but they can ask themselves whether they're single if they want.
Allie, how do you feel?
So, what are your thoughts on that? This is heartbreakingly sad. You can keep the headphones on, sweetie, because we are going to watch more. Thank you. So, what are your thoughts on this? Keep up, Jesus.
It's been a while, all right?
Was that sass?
It's been a while.
Was that sass?
No.
Okay, so what are your thoughts on what you just heard? Moving on.
So, Allie, another comment is being feminine and submissive women shouldn't have to change for men to like them. This is ridiculous.
I mean, that's the same type of woman that's going to say that a man should change everything about himself to be a viable partner. They're just hypocrites, so.
So, Allie, another comment.
This is why we call her the assassin,
Yes.
because she kills them. Unbelievable. Let's listen to some more.
Allie, so they're saying that you should be worried from being fired from being a housewife one day and having a gap in employment.
Dude, I love how Pearl sets this up. This is great. Shout out to Allie and Pearl.
So Allie.
Yes, right. So, Allie, let's respond to this dumbass comment.
I would love to be a stay-at-home mom, but I'm too scared to trust men that much.
Oh, boy.
Well, yeah, if you want to work for the rest of your natural born life, you can continue to be afraid of depending on men, right? And again, like, I do my own work.
Oh, my God.
Don't understand these women.
And that's,
Allie, so there's
Wow.
and that's something that I talked about on the Not All Women podcast. Is you can work for the man or you can work for your man.
That's right. That's good.
I
That's
mean,
exactly right.
Pick one. You're either going to have someone else profiting off of your hard work for the better part of 25 years
There you
or
go.
more, or you both can profit off of both your hard work by reinvesting in yourself.
And who is more likely to fire you, your husband or your male boss? Yeah, I didn't think so.
Allie, this girl says that she prays you find yourself and become confident in yourself
Look at her. She's about to go savage.
rather than needing to be submissive. Sad.
Tell her that I like to find myself on top of my man. It's all good.
Allie.
So we're at this conference for misogynists.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
Oh
so
my
tell them what
God.
happened. Let's show them. Hold on.
Well, the room is full, and wouldn't you know it, the men gave us seats. And I think it's because we're nice ladies.
But they hate women, right?
No, they hate miserable women.
Yes.
Because it makes them
Yes.
broke. So.
So we're at this.
Yo, Allie and Pearl are trolling the entire internet. This is unbelievable.
hilarious.
Oh, that is too funny. Let's
So
watch another.
Allie, the men want to know where can they find a woman like you?
Oh, I mean, I'm a statistical anomaly, but for the most part, you can find good, wholesome women away from the cities and in the country, especially if they come from a two-parent household.
Is there like places they can look?
Yeah, the entire Midwest. All of that. All of that.
So do you think like churches, like what specific places can they go to meet women?
church is a complicated thing because it's produced a lot of beta-type males, but I would say that there are feminine women in church. You just have to be careful if they're not delusional.
Okay. So
Very,
Allie,
very nice. Ostrike with the $5 super chat says, you don't file for divorce on someone you love. Can't speak for women, but men actually love their wives even after they age out. He is right about that. Let's continue.
the men want to know where. Allie, what do you say to the comments that say this set women back 50 years?
I don't think so, because women 50 years ago were a lot thinner.
Allie,
Yo, this chick is a fucking savage. And it looks like she's got some support. Looks like she's got some support. She's a national treasure. Protect this one. Allie is living her best life. Beautiful, and she has a sense of humor. Lucky guy. All right, very good. Dude, I love how she is trolling these bitches. This is great. This is awesome.
Allie, what do you say to the women that say this is so sad? So sad.
I don't see how it's sad. What I think is sad is shaming a woman for being married to somebody that she wants to be married to. Like, why are you mad?
Allie,
You want to know why they're mad, Allie? Because they're not married.
Yeah.
So how long-
Go ahead.
These women are shaming women for having someone who can take care of them.
Yes.
Wow, your man can take care of you. You don't have to work. You win.
Dude,
What the hell?
listen, all the hate she's getting, these people, they're just jealous. Like, this is
That has
clearly
to
envy.
be.
Listen, Allie is young, she's beautiful, and she's married. She got the fucking ring. That's why these bitches stay mad.
One of those things that was
Oh.
really difficult. I feel like they were
Okay.
Allie, they want to know, is this a joke? They're confused.
Oh my God.
It's not a joke. They just don't understand it. It's like people, instead of trying to understand something that's new to them, they would rather demonize it. But we do that all over American culture. But you guys are welcome to send me an email and drop some questions. It's Allie
There you
at
go.
Wholesomesapien.com. I'm happy to do breakdowns because I promise the men are not evil. The thing is, though, is that most men can't do for you what my husband does for
Oops.
me. Right? But if
Oh,
you want
shit.
to find somebody who does that, let me know.
Wow. I got to give her a Don DeMarco
Yeah, that
on
was
that
awesome.
one. Holy
and
smokes.
I give it to her. Her man's the real deal too.
Yeah. Shout out to Tom.
He's a good dude.
Yeah, very, very good dude.
Okay, Allie, they said being afraid is a valid fear. I was a stay-at-home mom, and after divorce, I got nothing. It's the scariest thing.
I'd like to know who filed for
I
divorce.
would too.
Yeah. Did you file for divorce and think that you were going to get cash and prizes? Okay, all right.
Yeah, but if you choose to live in fear, you're constantly living in scarcity. And so, I would challenge you. If you got divorced and you got nothing, why not try again at romance and try and see if you can do better? That's better than being alone.
Okay,
Dude, Allie is dropping the mic on these shows. I had no idea. I had no idea that they were doing responses to this. This is incredible. Like, Allie's undefeated against these hoes.
Yeah, man. Stay-at-home moms are really demonized.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And it's
should
funny
women-
because before people get married and have kids, they think I'm going to homeschool and I'm not going to let the government raise my kids and my kids aren't going to grow up in daycare.
Yep.
And then they realize that in order to have that, you need a stay-at-home wife and you have to support them on one income. But
How's that
most
gonna
people
work?
can't do that.
Yes, of course, of course. Ostrike with the $10 super chat says, women afraid of getting divorced or afraid of getting busted for infidelity? Uh-oh.
Okay, Janelle.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold
Janelle.
on.
Janelle, they want to know,
Oh, wait a
as
minute.
a former porn star,
Oh,
they
boy.
want to know how
Sterling.
you feel about letting your husband cheat.
Ooh.
Okay, so the PC answer is that if he does step out, that's a reflection upon myself because I am most likely not putting out or I've given up on my looks.
Oops.
My real answer is, as long as I don't know, I can't be mad, can I?
No, you cannot. Dude, Allie is... Oh, my God, there's more?
They're
This
cranking
is...
it out.
Oh, look at this. Oh, this...
Don't have the energy for this. I am unsubscribing from this drama. I just don't have the energy for this.
Oh, now there's
Allie,
something
there's
fun.
one comment that says, it sounds like if you are not in a committed relationship, you are nothing. What's the problem with being alone?
I mean, you can be alone if you want to be alone, but most of the women that I know that are alone are not there by choice. There's no men asking to wife them up. They're not even asking to date them. So if you want to pretend like you have choice when you don't, it's just a
Oops.
lie.
Dude, exactly. When women say, I'm happy, that's basically, they're like, you can't fire me because I quit. Your thoughts?
Yeah. Yeah.
You think the same thing? Okay, let's move
Someone
on.
says housewife here, but not submissive. I run it here. My husband is the director of this company, but
Look at Allie. She's like, oh, shit.
when he walks into my doors, I'm the boss.
What?
That sounds horrible. That does not sound like a a good time. Is he okay? Is he on blood pressure meds? Ma'am! He's running a company to provide for you, and you let him come home to you to boss him around more? That's overtime. Are you paying him?
Allie, someone said...
Yo, Allie's a savage.
That's hilarious.
Yo, this is her niche. I think Allie's about to blow up. How many people have come through TSR Towers that have gone viral? Kevin Samuels, Myron Gaines, and now Allie. How about that?
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, yeah, she texted me and she's like, I don't know how to deal with this. I'm viral. What do I do? I'm like, I don't know. I don't even want people to know what I look like. So.
Well, they do now. Let's watch a few more.
Allie, what do you say to the women that say they cannot be submissive?
I mean, I get that, but oftentimes these women don't know how quarrelsome they are. Like, they don't understand that a lot of people that they hang out with actually don't want to spend time with them. They don't understand that they're the last person to get an invitation and they're getting invited out of obligation.
Oh,
because you have
my
to understand,
God.
it's not just the domineering part of the romantic relationship. It's like you want to be that feminine woman that people fight over to invite to the holiday party. And sometimes that's just not you, and no one's going to tell you because we have a very feminine culture that puts women on a pedestal. But I'll tell you.
This lady wants to know, is this a joke? I've been a housewife for 5 years. I'm not feminine and definitely not submissive. Also, I have a very nice woman who cleans for me twice a week.
Ma'am, you're not a housewife. You're a roommate. If you stay home and you don't work,
Yo,
why can't you clean your own house?
this is fucking hilarious.
Ma'am, you're a liability, not an asset. No.
This lady wants to know, is the
Wow.
actually, I'll have the last laugh
Oh.
as a female physician.
Uh-oh.
So I saw that, but I went and I did a deep dive because I want to see the perspective of the kind of woman that this is coming from.
Uh-huh.
So this is someone that really values her looks because that's going to help her with the MCAT, and she's not even a doctor yet. So like, how would you know? Because I talk to women who are MDs and JDs, and if they want a husband and kids, what they do is they work part-time and they still let their men lead. I know these women.
Someone says,
I thought she was actually a physician, but it sounds like she's just another internet hoe.
okay,
Yeah.
so if you guys are following me, you've probably seen... Okay, y'all, a lot of you have questions for my friend Allie.
Here we
right
go.
Here. We are going on Saucecast tomorrow at
Hey!
4 p.m. Eastern, and you guys can call in live and
Oh,
ask
this
her
is gonna be
any
fucking
questions
hilarious.
that you might have. Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm excited. I want to give the women the secrets, but I don't think they're going to like hearing what they have to do in order to get the men that they want.
Uh-oh.
So-
Okay, so tune in. It's on YouTube live.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna make this prediction. I think Allie, listen, stay with me here.
Okay.
She might actually be bigger than Kevin Samuels, because Kevin Samuels' audience was clearly targeted to black women, right? Allie is, now, people call her a Becky, and black women, they're so fucking ignorant. If she's not black, she's white. There are people calling her a Becky. No, Allie's Puerto Rican. That makes her a Marisol. But anyway, I think that Allie's reach has so much more potential than Kevin Samuels because she's not black. She has that kind of reach. What do you think?
I think it's refreshing for people.
Oh, it's fucking hilarious. I love it.
And she's very funny about
Yes,
it. So,
yes,
yeah,
yes.
She has a way of speaking kind of like you do, where if you don't agree with her, she makes you feel stupid.
Yes,
So.
exactly. She says, yeah, I want to be on top of my husband. That was fucking hilarious.
Good for her. Keep doing it, Allie. Good job, girl.
Absolutely. We are going to take a short break. And when we come back, we are going to open the phone lines. We are going to open up the phone lines. I want to know what you guys think of Allie or the women. This is going to be the question. Why are these women responding so negatively to what Allie is talking about? Why are they responding so negatively? I would love to get all of your thoughts. We're going to take about a 2-minute break. We will be right. Wait a minute. Hold on. Damn. We'll be right back.
Understanding women and increasing your dating success starts with Donovan Sharp's massive collection of award-winning books and courses. Get off to a fast start and jumpstart your masculine renaissance with the 49 Laws of Sharp. The 49 Laws of Sharp is the perfect quick start guide for any man new to this community looking for the answers that keep them up at night after a bad experience with a woman. So many men ask themselves, why did she cheat? How could I not see this coming? Why did I miss the signs? And how can I avoid this in the future? The 49 Laws of Sharp will answer these questions and many more. This will give you a rock-solid foundation upon which to build, develop, and cultivate your newfound identity, and put you miles ahead of your competition. Most men have never had access to this valuable information, let alone understand and apply it. But the 49 Laws of Sharp will give you an unfair advantage over men and women. This treasure trove of valuable knowledge is available in audio, video, ebook, and paperback. Next, supplement your newly acquired foundational knowledge, supercharge your dating life with Donovan's 25-hour course, How to Master the Game. How to Master the Game will teach you the ins and outs of the player life, overcoming approach anxiety, identifying women who you want to approach, text game, first date principles and logistics, avoiding the friend zone, and so much more will be covered extensively. Also included are the bonus podcasts that will cover how to dress, Tinder game, and much more. Put simply, How to Master the Game will turn you into a stone-cold assassin with the ladies. Available in video and audio format. If you're not the kind of guy who wants to live the bachelor life, or you've had your fill of the player life and are looking for something a little more fulfilling, How to Build a Quality Woman from the Ground Up is a must. Donovan's 5-part, 7-hour audio course will show you step-by-step how to find, cultivate, and sustain a solid, healthy relationship. Everything from selecting the right woman, to coaching and correction, to what to do between the sheets. How to Build a Quality Woman from the Ground Up will guide you through the entire process of building the kind of woman you want and need. The strategies and techniques in this course are exactly what Donovan does in his own relationship to this day. And he is living proof that women can be beneficial to men provided they have the right instruction. And finally, the ultimate weapon all men are looking for in terms of being able to read and understand women, Donovan Sharp's revolutionary, one-of-a-kind course that has been called the Cheat Code, Womanese. Womanese is the first and only course of its kind that gives men the raw and honest truth about what women really mean when they communicate verbally. Womanese translates female communication with shocking accuracy and has changed the dating lives and relationships of men the world over. So many men have avoided disaster because of the preciseness and sheer volume of material in this course, which contains over 600 translations. How cool would it be to be able to see through a woman's BS and act accordingly right then and there, rather than getting blindsided when it's too late? What would it be like to have the ability to read a woman like a book based only on what she says? These abilities will be at your disposal with Womanese. Women won't be able to lie to you, cheat on you, deceive you, or take advantage of you. The time and money you'll save pays for the course almost immediately. Womanese is available in video, audio, ebook, and paperback format and can be purchased one volume at a time or all at once. Men in his community often state that the best investment a man can make is in himself. Donovan's extensive educational materials will take your life to the next level. And the only place you can get this life-changing knowledge is tsracademy.com. Link in description.
Welcome back to TSR Live. Thank you guys very, very much for tuning in. Had a little bit of a production snafu there, but we are good to go. 516-387-1987, 516-387-1987. That is the number to call to get in on the show. Pardon me. Also, what I was also going to say, this is also an announcement that I was going to make, is that if you know of anyone, if you know of an aspiring artist, if there's somebody that you know who can spit bars or who can sing, whatever the case may be, Listen, man, send me their music. Make sure that you include all of the applicable information, the track title, the producer, the record label, where it can be found on the internet, and so on and so forth. Send those to tsr@donovansharp.com. Again, that is tsr@donovansharp.com. There we go. All right, let us hit the phone lines. Let us go to Jay Blaze in Maine. Jay Blaze in Maine, you're on Live with Donovan, and so let me get your opinion here. So why, in your opinion, Jay Blaze in Maine, have women responded so negatively to what Allie talks about, what Allie's been talking about here as of late? What's your opinion on this?
Can I give a quick shout out to Allie? Because she went
Absolutely.
from 3,000 subscribers to almost 6,500 subscribers.
Yes, awesome. That is totally awesome. I'm so glad, man, because Allie's been at this for a while, man. And I'm glad that she's seeing success. Well, yeah, absolutely. Shout out to Allie for sure.
Okay, so these women have been preached to about feminism since they were probably 10 years old. And so now they're dealing with the consequences of their poor life decisions. We used to have, in the 1960s, 1970s, you'd have older women teach younger women how to be wives, how to get and keep men. And so that's not being taught anymore. So these women are realizing, I've made horrible mistakes. It's like a guy going through red pill rage.
Yes. The interesting thing is, and this is one of the things that I've noticed a lot, Jay Blaze, is especially women of today. Women of today, not only are they not teaching women what to and what not to do, women these days, I believe, actively sabotage other women. I think that women today, instead of actually helping out the younger women, I think they sabotage them because they're in competition with them. What are your thoughts?
So think of the 1960s, 1970s.
Yeah.
You'd have women who are married, but all these women are usually either leaving their husbands and going back in the dating market. They have no incentive to help a young woman. They want to tell these women, oh, go sleep around, so their value drops as low as dead.
I'll get you out of here on this, Jay Blaze. This also not only do older women not help younger women.
Back?
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Not only do older women not help younger women, other women try to sabotage other women. For example, if one of the friends in the friend group happens to be a virgin, all of the girls are trying to urge her, lose your virginity as soon as possible. Or, yeah, you should cut your hair. Or if a girl cuts her, oh, yeah, that looks cute. Women are always sabotaging each other, man. It is incredible. I'll give you the last word.
Yeah, it's awful. This is a great time for Allie. I think she is going to absolutely explode this year. And
I do too.
I wish her the best success.
Absolutely. Jay Blaze in Maine, thanks for chiming in, man. I appreciate it.
Thanks.
Let us go to Hassan in New York. Hassan in New York. Hassan, why are these hoes tripping on what Allie is out here talking about? Why do you think, why are these hoes out here tripping, Hassan? What's going on?
You know why they tripping. Girl, come on. Let's stop this.
Oh, my God.
Bro.
Stop the cap.
Yeah, I got to stop capping. I already know why.
Is a sniper, and she didn't even bat her eye. She said like she was watching the rain fall on the ground. Oh, that's rain. Okay, I'm sure I'll handle the rain.
Yeah,
I'm like,
real talk.
God damn, lady.
Real talk.
She's like a sniper. She don't miss.
Nope, she doesn't. She's undefeated.
And the reason why they're so mad, because think about it for a minute. Like the last caller just said about womanism. It has messed up the perception of how women should really move to find a man that they want. And every time you hear these women on Fresh and Fit and formerly Mr. Samuels, the great Mr. Samuels show, they talk about what kind of man they're looking for. And Kerry's asking this question. He said, "You should short circum saying, okay, you want these type of men? Great. Can you make it? Do you have the qualifications to get the men you think you deserve?" And they can never answer that question. They can never answer it. And the way they would discombobulate and flip out and well, nigga, I mean, the reason why she got him so hot because she got a ring, and these girls who are in the comment section are not young ladies; they're older women who may have had a chance to get a ring but refused it because they want to go focus on the bag and their career
That's
and
right.
what they want to do. And
this is the thing, Hassan.
They're not careful. They're gonna. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. This is the thing, Hassan. When women try to give other women dating advice, and women are never, dude, women can, there's always a reason for them not to listen. Let's just say that Allie was only engaged and not married. You know what they'd say? Well, you're not married. You can't tell me how to have a good relationship. Or you don't have a boyfriend. You can't tell me how to have a good relationship. This is a young, beautiful, married woman who is happily married, and they still have a problem with it. I give you the last word.
They have a problem with it because I think they really lost their minds and say, listen, instead of riding the bus to work, I would have ride on my man. And I'm like, oh, shit, she ain't playing. She ain't playing.
No, she is not.
I got nothing for that. I'm like, well, I was like, yes, ma'am. Okay. That's what it is.
I love how
Don't hate the player, hate the game, bro.
Listen, I love how she trolls these bitches. Like she's funny with it too, right? Like she's not in her feelings about it. She's like, no, like I'm trying to be on top of my man. There is nothing that anybody can say to Allie that can really throw her off her square. I'm very much looking forward to her being on the Adam Sosnick podcast. Hassan in New York, thanks for calling in, man.
No problem.
All right. Hassan in New York, thank you very, very much for chiming in. Let us go to Ostrike in Maryland. Ostrike in Maryland. Why are these hoes out here mad at Allie? Why are they tripping out over what Allie is saying? Is it regret? Is it jealousy? What's going on with it, man?
Donovan, first I just want to say great job with the CME. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Thank you. Yeah, I think it was good meeting you as well.
Yeah, definitely. So I think women realize how agreeable other women and simps are, so they're going to ferociously deploy the sign language, as Kevin would say, in a desperate attempt to get Allie to back down.
That's right.
But unfortunately for them, they don't realize that she cares more about her husband's opinion than that of her peers, which is pretty rare.
That's right.
Now, deception and suppression is suppression of the truth. That's like a big part of the hoe to housewife game.
Okay.
So it doesn't really come as a surprise to me.
What is it going to take for women to take, because there a lot of her detractors are young women, young beautiful women. Oh my God, you're tripping, this blah blah blah. What is it going to take for Allie's message to actually start getting through? Because again, the late great Kevin Samuels, he tried the same thing, and most women weren't trying to hear what the fuck he was trying to say. And then of course he passed away. Now everybody's jumping up and down, hooting and hollering, glad that he's dead. What is it going to take for these hoes out here to take Allie seriously?
Well, it's going to take a lot. If enough men move from the dark side of simping back to the light side, then I think they'll start to realize that continuing with the masculine hoe lifestyle has consequences. But until that happens, which probably not in our lifetime,
probably not.
I think they'll still give it a shot.
Last question, and then before I get you out of here, where do you think Allie goes from here? I think she could potentially. Now I might have overshot it when I said, hey, she's going to be the next Kevin Samuels, but this is kind of the viral moment that started Kevin's ascent to stardom. Do you think this could have the same effect?
I think it could. She doesn't seem like a coward as far as getting canceled goes. She's pretty outspoken. So if she can combine a little bit of fortitude with being able to continue to create content with a dose of wisdom in it, I think she could get up there.
Okay, very good, very good. Ostrike in Maryland, thank you very much for calling, and thanks for coming to see me, man. I appreciate the support, my friend.
Oh, yeah, it was great. I loved it.
Awesome. I'll see you there next year, my friend. Ostrike in Maryland, checking in. All right, calls are coming in hot and heavy. Let us go to Jordan in Georgia. Jordan in Georgia, why are these hoes mad at Allie? Is it regret? Is it jealousy? What's going on, Jordan? Fill us in here.
It's kind of like the red pill rage, I want to say. I don't know if I said this earlier, but it's like they're too lazy to put in the work.
Okay.
Like a dude who I saw, it was a video of yours earlier today. He's like, they're too lazy to put in the work to actually get something out of it.
Okay.
Oh, it's too hard, Donovan. In the state.
Wait,
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you cut out a little bit. Repeat what you said the last 15 seconds.
Yeah, so let me think. Saw your video earlier about Donovan. It's too hard. I can't do the work. I can't become that guy. And in the same concept of how women getting the ring and such, it's too hard for them. So they're just gonna what's the word? Shit talker.
Okay.
Basically. And so it's kind of sad. For looking at a dude, it's kind of laughable because it's like you can see better. For women, I don't know, just because I'm a man, it's kind of sad looking at them like just talk shit about another girl like that.
Yeah, right, of course.
In my opinion, but I mean that's all I really have to say about that.
Okay, very good. Let me ask you one last question before I let you go here, Jordan. What is it going to take for women to actually take Allie seriously? Because again, she's facing backlash, and there are a lot of people who agree with her, but of course she's always drowned out by the naysayers. What is it going to take? This is obviously going to have to be a seismic paradigm shift, or do we have to burn it? I mean, is it going to get worse before it gets better? What do you think?
I'm going to go off the great Thomas Jefferson here.
Okay.
In a sense, I am going to take his quote a little bit.
Okay.
We need a civil war about every 20 years to refresh the blood into the ground. I think we have to burn it to the ground in an instant.
Okay, very good.
The only other thing, I have one question though.
Sure.
Your that intro song you had. What is that? I've been looking around for it, could not find it. What is the name of that song?
The TSR. You're talking about the TSR Live introduction song. You're talking about?
Yes, because I'm hearing the lyrics. I've been looking it up. I cannot find it. I love that, man. If you bring that back, that would be awesome.
Yeah, it is. The one with the lyrics. Yeah, it was actually, it was a custom beat created by DJ Obi-Wan Kenoly out in Hawaii. And the band that actually put the lyrics to the song, he just decided to do it just off the cuff, is the Failsafe. That is the band that actually came in on the bump, the introductory song when we came in on the bump. But listen, if you want, send me an email, tsr@donovansharp.com, and I'll send you the MP3, man.
Awesome, thank you. Yeah.
No problem at all, man. Jordan in Georgia, thanks for calling in, man. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Bye-bye.
Right, absolutely. Man, a lot of people always want to know like what song that is. No, that was absolutely positively that was a custom beat, man. That was a custom beat, and that was made specially for me. Let us go to Xavier in Pennsylvania. Okay, so Xavier, talk to me, man. Why are these hoes?
Hi, Donovan.
Hey, what's going on? Why are these hoes mad at Allie, man? What's going on?
Hey, so first of all, I just wanted to say I just bought your Book of Womanese Volume 1. And it's freaking hilarious, man. I love it. It's like I read it in your voice too. It's hilarious. It's a really good book. So shout out
absolutely
to that book.
Good.
To, if you don't have a lot of money, just get that first book and you'll get hooked. I'm going to get the second one later on.
Awesome.
Awesome. I think that they're throwing so much shade at Allie. One, because they agree with her. It's self-evident that what she's saying is true, and two, because when you're out here being righteous and like actually telling the truth, like the world is evil and it always does that.
Sure.
Like the world, like they killed Jesus because he was telling the truth. They killed the prophet. That always happens to prophets.
Of course,
Allie's like a prophet in a sense.
Okay.
Like archetypically, she's kind of a prophet. The Bible says, don't give dogs what is sacred. Don't throw pearls before pigs. If you do, they'll just trample them under their feet and turn and try to tear you to pieces.
Okay.
And there's nothing new under the sun.
Of course.
It's the same story, just modern day.
What is it going to take? Because you seem to be, clearly you've got some intelligence. In your opinion, Xavier, what is it going to take for women to take Allie's message seriously, to get them to take it to heart? Because most women, as far as I know, they disagree, even though there's clear evidence of the contrary. What is it going to take for women to actually take her seriously?
I think that the barbarian has to be at the gates in a sense. I think that for them to take Allie seriously, gas has to be super expensive. There has to be a depression, maybe a war. Like seriously, I think
or
that
a pandemic
life has to start to get really
Yeah.
Like the pandemic's a perfect example.
Yeah.
Things have to get really bad for people to be like, maybe this isn't working. And even then, I don't think it'll stick for some people, because some people are just they don't want to let go. I would call it sin. You could call it something different, but they don't want to let go of their habits where they trade long-term stability for temporary pleasure. Some people just don't want to do that, no matter what.
No,
But if anything, it would be that. It would be bad situations.
Let me get your opinion on this. Andrew Tate, and I agree with him, and I'd like to get your take on this. Andrew Tate says that the poorer a country is, okay, the less wealthy, the poorer a country is, the more the genders adhere to traditional gender roles. In third world countries like Romania or Cuba, there's no room for feminism. There's no room for, I am woman, hear me roar, I don't need no man. Do you agree or disagree with that?
Yeah, I agree, because I think that in order for feminism to run rampant the way it does, a society has to already be super stable.
Yes.
To the point where we have the excess and the ability to make up problems and tear out. You have to have foundations in order to be able to tear them apart.
Yes.
If you so choose.
Okay.
So that's my opinion.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Listen, Xavier, thank you for calling in, man. Good call. I appreciate it. Oh, do you have something else?
Can I ask you a quick question before?
Yeah, sure.
I have a quick question before you let me go.
Yeah.
Because I agree with Ali, and this is something that I'm thinking about. Is I'm learning game and everything like that now, and taking a break from dating to figure it all out, figure out
Absolutely.
stuff out, reading your books and everything. But I want to be celibate until I get married, and I'm looking at this and I'm like, I'm gonna get slaughtered out here trying to run game, not banging these chicks.
Right.
Is that doable? Or is there a level of game that I might get by not caring about sex or not being? What do you think about that? I'm so curious.
No. I understand why you would want to do that, but unfortunately, now that would have worked 50, 60, 70 years ago because women were very different. Back then, when men and women had sex, number one, they were more than likely married. Number two, it was more than likely the first person for either one of them. Things could not be more different here in 2022. Sure. Unfortunately, the way women have been brainwashed in this day and age, you have to sleep with as many women as humanly possible to understand how they operate. And being in the friend zone with women, that is not the same as having sex with them, because women operate differently in the friend zone. So a lot of guys think, well, you know what? I have a lot of experience with women. Women tell me what they think. I've been friends with women, and I know that. No. You will never understand the female mind until you start having sex with them. The one thing that I always like to tell people, Xavier, is that if you are a man in this country living in 2022, before you even think about having a long-term relationship of consequence with a woman you love and respect, you need to be at least 35 years old and have slept with at least 35 women. The reason why you need to be at least 35 years old, well, you do. The reason why you need to be at least 35 years old is because you are right at the dawn of your sexual prime. The highest value women, read the women that are the most sexually attractive in their prime fertile years, they might have fun with the hot guy at the foam cannon party who was in his mid-20s, but they're only going to commit to or really put in their bid to guys who are established. Very, very rarely are you going to get you're going to find a 25-year-old startup tech billionaire. Those are statistical anomalies and the gross exception to the rule. But most men of value don't really have that much value until they are in their 30s. So by the time you hit 35, if you have had sex with at least 35 women and you're watching your diet, you're eating right, you're exercising, you're having experience with women, you're getting your heart broken, you're learning, at that point you're far less likely to be finessed or, dare I say, get with the wrong woman. So 60, 70 years ago, I would say
the wisdom.
There you go. You didn't have to have that kind of wisdom dealing with women because the woman back in the day didn't have any experience with men. You were all she knows, and she was all you knew, and that sort of works. That works. It's almost like a symbiotic relationship. But the average woman today has had far more sexual partners than the average man, and so it is incumbent upon you to reduce the odds of you getting played or finessed or getting used by a woman. You need to slay as many of these hoes as possible so as to reduce your odds of getting played by one of these girls, man.
Yeah, it's a different beast. Hey,
Yeah.
thanks, Donovan. I appreciate the wisdom, man.
Absolutely. Thanks for the call, man. Xavier's a smart dude, man. He really is. I enjoyed that phone call very, very much. Let us go to Nate Dogg in Portland. Nate Dogg in Portland, you're on live with Donovan. All right, lay it on me, Nate Dogg. Why are these hoes mad at your girl, man? What's going on with him?
Well, Donovan, a lot of people would go to the emotion of jealousy, and thanks for having me on. By the way,
Absolutely, absolutely.
But I think that there is a deeper emotion that most people don't really think about.
Okay,
and it's regret.
Okay. Please expound on that.
Yeah, it's because so, I mean, I'm just gonna say why is it that the older women tend to get jealous of the younger women?
I think that's regret. Yeah,
it's regret.
Okay,
it's regret. Why are losers jealous of the winners? It's because of regret.
Right.
Because the winners, they paid the price. Like you, Donovan, you paid the price for your success.
Yes, I did.
And they didn't. They didn't.
Okay.
And they can't stand that because the person in front of them is everything that they used to be or wanted to be, but just can't seem to make the decision to be that because they paid the price to stay a loser.
Wow. And that's why they're losers, because that's what they paid for.
Yeah, you can be, the whole life has a price. And
Yes,
once
it
you
does.
pay that price, there's no going back.
Let me ask you this. Do you think that women are going to change in our lifetime? Like how old are you right now, Nate?
I am coming up to 32.
So you're a young
I
guy.
don't think that's. Yeah. I don't think that that's ever going to happen in our lifetime. I don't think so.
Wow. Okay. So let me.
Because
go
there's
ahead.
Here's why.
Okay. All right.
Because familiarity breeds contempt, and
Yes.
there are too many men that are available. I would say I had this conversation with my grandfather before he passed, and when World War I and World War II happened, it depleted the nation of men. And so when the men were gone, it gave the women an opportunity to miss them.
Wow.
And when they came back, they were grateful to have them back because they didn't know whether they didn't know whether they were going to come back or not.
Right.
And when they did, they showed much more appreciation for their husbands or boyfriends at the time. And so they took advantage of that time. Now there also were affairs and whatnot, and that's
sure.
You could say that,
of course.
But overall, you don't appreciate something unless it's gone.
Right.
And you don't have it anymore.
So it's almost like
And
the
so right
absence
now,
makes
there's
the heart.
Go
ahead.
Oh, I was just saying. Right now, there's so much male attention that these women are getting, especially with the avenue of the internet.
Oh yeah.
That it's hard for them to appreciate that. So, anyway, that's what I think about that. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say it's almost like it's an absence makes the heart grow fonder. Supply and demand. The less something is available, the more valuable it becomes. Well, male attention is readily available. That's why male attention doesn't mean anything to these hoes because they get it all the time. Whereas back in World War I and even World War II, the nation was depleted. The nation was depleted in men. And so when the men did come back, the few that did come back, women were very appreciative of them. I agree with that 100%. One last question before I let you go here. Where do you think Ali goes from here, Nate? Do you think that this could possibly be a Kevin Samuels like ascension, or is it, or do you see this going another direction?
No, I think if anything, she'll make some splash, but really, the reason why Kevin Samuels made such a big splash is because he was a man, and women are still looking for that father figure.
Okay, very good. Yeah, women listen. Women don't listen to us as it is, and you know they're far more likely to listen to men than they are other women. Nate Dogg, I appreciate you calling in, man. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely,
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, man. Nate Dogg with a very, very good call. He made a very good point about the nation being depleted of men. You know, listen, the less of something is available, you know, the more valuable it becomes. I remember one guy a long time ago. I think he might have been a friend of mine, but I forgot what the situation was. But I remember like he had to go somewhere, and this girl was like tripping about him leaving. And he kept telling her, how can I miss you if I'm still, how can you miss me if I'm still here? And I was like, okay, dude, you're fucking trying to handle the bitch, but whatever. Okay, let us go to Jeff in Baltimore. Jeff in Baltimore, you're on Live at Donovan. Why are these hoes mad at Allie?
Hey, Donovan, this is Jeff, also known as the Cosplay MGTOW. How's it going?
Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing, dude?
Nothing much, man. Congrats on the second CME.
Thank you very, very much. I appreciate that.
All right. No, the reason why they're mad is because this is the first time that they're hearing. I mean, the way she's speaking, you would just hear it from like a red pill guy, but to hear it from like a woman's mouth, like what's her name, it's kind of like new, especially to like women, and it's just like basically they're offended, but that she's saying those things.
Yeah, right.
And I like that one comment she made about like being on top of a guy.
She said, "Yeah, I'm trying to be on top of my man. God damn it."
That was a good one.
That was funny as hell. Let me ask you this, Jeff. Do you think women will change in our lifetime? Because you're a relatively young guy. Do you think women are going to change for the better in our lifetime, or is it going to have to get better, or is it going to have to get worse before it gets better?
Honestly, I don't think it's going to be changing anytime soon. But I do. I mean, unless there's a way to like get with the most critical. I mean, I feel like the only way that we can like send a message is to try not to be too racist about like towards black women. If that makes sense.
Yeah,
so
no,
at least,
that
like,
makes perfect sense.
Get the message. Okay, yeah, just like the only way to like get the message is like telling black women what it is.
Right. No, I agree with you 100%. Last question. Do you think Allie can capitalize on this the way Kevin did, or do you think it's going to be a little bit different?
I would say Allie would be kind of like the catalyst of what she did. But I'm looking forward to see like other Allies like her spreading the message.
Okay.
And if they can, that would be great.
All right, very good. Jeff, a.k.a. Cosplay MGTOW, thanks for calling in, man. I appreciate it.
No problem. See ya.
Excellent. Yeah, look, shout out to Cosplay MGTOW. He was an attendee at the CME in Vegas last year. Hopefully he can make it this time around. Shout out to Busy Izzy with the $10 super chat. Said she did mention about men being able to take care of them and telling other women to come to her so she can introduce those men. My question would be, how much money does it take? It's interesting. The thing is this, man, and we'll go to Dan in Lakeland. You're next, followed by Jordan in Portland. The interesting thing is that I remember Kevin had a Facebook group, and I think there were maybe like a little over a dozen couples who ended up getting married. Like they found each other. Hey, you endorse, traditional gender roles. You endorse this, et cetera, et cetera. And like there were marriages that were involved. I don't think it takes any money, Busy Izzy. I imagine that Allie could probably capitalize on it to some degree, but when it really comes down to it, is if you are fit, feminine, and friendly, high value men are going to find you. And there are high value men everywhere. There aren't just high value men in the city. I know Myron and Fresh like to say city boys we up. I guess I didn't really know what that meant. But if you are fit, feminine, and friendly, dude, high status men of value are going to find you. So as far as introducing, and Allie says, hey, listen, man, like I know, high value men. Listen, I would call into the Saucecast and ask her yourself. Maybe at that point she'll have something to offer you at that point. Thank you again for the call, Cosplay MGTOW. Or thanks for the super chat, Team Peterson. Says, thanks for everything you did to bring the CME. Absolutely. Thank you very much. It was definitely a labor of love. Listen, man, this CME was spectacular. It was just, they keep getting better and better every year. The best part about this CME is that I didn't lose my shirt this time around. I lost a shade over $75,000 with CME 1, and I expected that. But I lost a shade over $1,500 in this CME, so we almost broke even. And the reason why we actually didn't, end up in the black was an administrative error on my part, which will obviously be cleared up before CME 3. So thank you very much for that. Let's go to Dan in Lakeland. Dan in Lakeland, you're on Live with Donovan. You've got a comment about TikTok being a young crowd and invested in the ideology.
All right, yeah. So first off, thanks for having me on.
Absolutely.
It's a pleasure to speak with you in person.
Thank you.
But yeah, there are different shades of smoke that that women I guess throw, and it depends on the platform. And it seems to me that TikTok skews younger than say YouTube and especially Facebook.
Yeah.
With this particular crowd, this particular backlash that she's gotten, it seems to me that it comes from a younger cohort of women, and it's basically I think it's copium growing up with 2 or 3 generations of feminism and and them experiencing, let's say, an opinion that doesn't conform to what they've grown up with and going, oh my gosh, like what is this? So it's part of that. And it's also, the sunken, it's kind of a sunken cost fallacy if you think about it.
Because, that makes sense. I like that. It's a good idea. Yeah.
Because a lot of younger, women, millennials, Gen Z, starting to kind of come into this, but they're increasingly being pushed into college and coming out with a lot of debts and being saddled with careers that they might not necessarily enjoy 10, 20, 30 years down the road.
Right.
So, there's a lot of emotional and mental and financial investment that these younger women have poured into their careers, have poured into, their, I guess, lifestyle in one way or another. So when somebody comes along and says, hey, I just, I did this and I'm married and now I'm getting, taken care of, these women kind of think to themselves, oh crap, like that was an option. Like I could have just gotten an MRS degree and this would have been so much easier.
There you go.
So there's that, there's an anger that all, that obviously comes from, realizing that, you might have, kind of, stepped wrong, kind of gone some few forks down with bad decisions,
Right. Oh yeah, absolutely. Let me ask you this, Dan. What's it going to take to change their mindset? Is it possible? Is it possible for women today to change their mindset? If so, what's it going to take?
Well, the good thing about the internet and this age of social media is that people are able to self-sort based on their ideas and their beliefs and what they value in life. So while we talk a lot about the age of social media poisoning a lot of women and let's say less urban areas to live the city girl lifestyle, the opposite could also be true where somebody that is looking for those things that will be able to let's say a woman that values that as Allie does, is able to find a community of like-minded women and men that she can interact with and actually find let's say partners and men that that she encounters in this community. So so there is some hope there.
Okay.
But there might be some hope there in reaching a critical mass, but it's going to get worse before it gets better.
Dan, you took the words right out of my mouth, man. Thanks for calling, brother.
Yeah, thanks.
All right. Yeah, look, he took the words right out of my mouth, man. It's going to get worse before it gets better. Yeah, somebody, Jay Blaze said, so odd Allie's not in this chat dropping by. As far as I know, Allie is actually hanging out today with Rebecca Barrett. And I think, obviously, I mean, she's spending time with Pearl, but I think they're visiting Rebecca because Rebecca lives down in Florida as well. And I think, and Geeky Anomaly says, yeah, she's probably prepping for the Saucecast. Absolutely. Adam Sosnick, by the way, dude, rock solid guy. Devin and I are going to be in Miami probably in about another 3 weeks. Her and I are going to be on the Saucecast, so that should be a lot of fun. Last call of the evening. Let's go to Jordan in Portland. Jordan in Portland, you're on live with Donovan. I mean, what's your opinion on this? Why are these hoes mad at Allie?
Hi, Donovan. How's it going?
I'm doing good. How about yourself, my friend?
I'm doing good. First and foremost, I wanted to say thank you for having me on.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you for calling.
Yeah, so I feel like, honestly, the reason why a lot of people are mad is because a lot of women are mad because they see that she has what they want, that security. And not just that, Donovan, but here's the thing. She's happy. Look at the video. She's smiling. Yeah. She's laughing.
Yes.
This woman is happy. But a lot of women out here, if they're bitter, they're frustrated, they're upset that they can't find a man, they see this woman that's trying to offer advice and she's happy, it makes them miserable.
Yes.
Like gut-wrenching miserable. So I just feel like, honestly, what it is just a lot of women that are envy what she has. They're not open to, like, opening their minds to, like, listen and get feedback or maybe try to change their mindset. They're not open to change.
That's
but
right.
They see that she's happy and she has that ring on her finger and she's doing well in life. She's happy. They just can't freaking stand it. So
unbelievable. Let me ask you one last question before I get you out of here. Are women going to change in our lifetime? And if so, what's it going to take, if anything, Jordan?
I honestly believe there is a chance. There's hope. And I only say that because, like the last caller said, with social media nowadays, there's far more of a reach to reach the more of an audience, right?
Okay.
Not just that, but if more content creators can create the message and get it out there, there's hope. And not just that, but I honestly feel like there are a lot of women out there that can listen to the message and it'll make them think, oh, should I adjust my thinking? Or, hey, what am I doing in my life that I can maybe change to find a better man or find a man in general? So there is hope. Now, is it possible? Of course, but will it happen? I guess we'll have to wait and see, right?
Jordan in Portland, thank you very much for calling in, man. I appreciate your support.
No problem.
All right.
Yeah, take care, Doc.
Absolutely. Wow. Very, very good calls. Very, very good calls today. I appreciate everybody who calls in, man. You guys add to the show. You guys add to the show each and every time. This is just one of this is just one of those deals, man. I actually had to do a show, so yeah. Allie is going to be on Saucecast tomorrow. That is actually going to be all kinds of fun. I know I'm going to be tuning in. I think I'm going to call up Adam to see if I can get permission to use his video so that I can break down the appearance with Allie. So that should be a lot of fun. Also, just for those of you guys just joining, a couple of quick announcements that I made a little bit earlier. Crypto Oasis is coming back. Myself, Charlie, and Miguel are going to start up Crypto Oasis. I'm not going to air it on this channel. I'm going to air it on Donovan Sharp, etc. Of course, and the main reason why, other than the obvious, is that a lot of times when we talk about different topics on your channel, it can kind of mess things up in the algorithm. YouTube knows that this is not a cryptocurrency channel. And so if I start talking cryptocurrency, then all of a sudden it starts suggesting me to people who want to watch cryptocurrency, not Donovan Sharp, and vice versa. So just to kind of keep things clean, and keep me out of trouble keep me out of the crosshairs of you know who. Ostrike with the $5 super chat says, my next prediction. Once women realized how prized virginity is once again, there will be an uptick in Catholic virgins. Anal 304s with intact hymens. Yeah, Catholic virgins are the types of women who only have anal sex but do not allow the man to penetrate the hymen so that they can technically be vaginal virgins. But listen, man, if you let 50 guys butt fuck you, you may as well have let them. You may as well have let him into your vajayjay, because the pair bonding thing is still going to be up. I can't think of anything else. Yes. Also, I'm going to get back to my regularly scheduled programs next week. I'll let you guys know what my live streaming schedule is going to be. I'm only going to live stream with either myself and or with Devin 3 days a week. I don't know if it's going to be Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It will probably be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And the reason I say that is because Fridays are nobody watches on Fridays. You get a big audience on Monday, but I think I can get a lot of work done on Monday. And Tuesdays are it's one of my most watched programs according to the analytics. So it might be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It might be Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. I don't know. But going to be cutting back on the live streaming. However, I am bringing back The Six. I am bringing back Not All Women. And, of course, I am bringing back Crypto Oasis. So I'm very, very much looking forward to that. Devin, on the Sharp Stream side, one last comment says, it's easier to say men ain't shit, I'll take care of myself, than it is to develop healthy habits, be agreeable, and attract a man who would move heaven and earth for his family.
Yep.
Yeah, I would totally agree with that. That is going to do it for this special edition of TSR Live. Thank you guys very, very much for calling in. Thank you for your super chats. We'll see you next time. Take care.
Ninety seconds